In today's video, we'll discuss why the Boston Celtics are the best team in the NBA. But before we start, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Now, without further ado, let's get started. The Boston Celtics were in the NBA Finals just around 5 or 6 months ago. But after their head coach, Ime Udoka, was fired, it left many wondering how the Celtics would look this season. That question was quickly answered because they would go 7-3 in their first 10 games. Now, fast forward to the month of November, they are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference and are looking every bit like the very best team in the league. But why is that? First, let's start with their three-point shooting. They are currently ranked 3rd in the three-point shooting percentage, and that's on a great volume of shots as well. The Celtics are 2nd in the NBA, only behind the Warriors, and attempt around 42 three-pointers per game. One of the reasons they're such a good shooting team is because of their 6'7" sharpshooter Sam Hauser. He's shooting a scorching 48% from 3 at the moment, attempting a little over 4 threes per game. Now, who is Sam Hauser, you might ask? He played 4 years in college, 3 at Marquette, and played a senior season at Virginia, shooting well over 40% from 3. Last season, he was on the Celtics roster, but only played 26 games and averaged 6 minutes of action. So yeah, while he most likely won't finish the season shooting 48% from 3, it's clear that he's their best spot shooting option. The next player responsible for the Celtics shooting is Grant Williams. Williams is currently shooting 47% from 3 on 4 attempts per game. His hot start from 3 isn't that surprising given the fact that he shot over 40% last season. Derek White, on the other hand, is surprising many with his hot start. He's never been an awful shooter, but he's never been known as a sniper from deep either, only shooting 34% for his entire career. But as of now, he's shooting 43% from 3 on 3.8 attempts per game. Al Horford, the Celtics center, is shooting 42% from 3 on 4.7 attempts per game. You might have noticed by now, the entire lineup from guards to bigs are shooting lights out. Celtics guards Malcolm Brogdon and Peyton Pritchard are both shooting over 40% from 3 as well, making them extremely valuable whenever they're on the court. Former Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart isn't seeing the same type of success right now. He's shooting 30% from 3 on 5 attempts per game, but we're pretty sure the Celtics aren't too worried about that, given the fact that he's only a 33% shooter for his entire career. Smart isn't really known for his ability to hit shots from deep, but nonetheless, he's still someone you don't want to leave open. For Jason Tatum, he's shooting 36% from 3 on 9 attempts per game. And while he isn't shooting over that 40% mark like some of his teammates, shooting 36% on 9 attempts is still pretty good. His partner in crime, Jaylen Brown, is shooting 34% from 3, which is just under league average. But we get a feeling it won't stay that way as the season progresses. That percentage will definitely increase. He's a good three-point shooter, and his 37% shooting for his career backs up that claim. Their three-point shooting is what's carrying them right now, but you don't get to being the best team in the league on threes alone. The Celtics rank 10th in assists per game, and they're becoming more accustomed to moving the ball rather than letting Tatum or Brown play iso ball for the entire game. First, let's start with their best facilitator, Marcus Smart. Yes, we know Malcolm Brogdon and Derek White are both better pure playmakers, but as of now, Smart is leading the team in assists with 7. It's mostly due to his amazing chemistry with the team. He sort of operates like a smaller Draymond Green on offense. He knows when and where to get the ball to his star players and is constantly looking to get everyone involved, from shooters and big men to cutters slashing to the paint. The second assist leader on the team is Jason Tatum, who's averaging 4.6 per game. In our opinion, this addition to his game is what officially elevated him to superstar status. And sure, he isn't the perfect playmaker, but he's slowly getting more comfortable with making the right passes and trusting his teammates. The majority of top 15 players in the NBA are good to elite passers. And that's no coincidence. Your star player has to be able to get his teammates involved on a nightly basis in order to open up the scoring game. And as Tatum matures, he's realizing that. Now, on to the next part of their success, free throws. That might be a boring stat for most, but great free throw shooting is what separates the decent from the elite NBA teams. The Celtics are 2nd in the entire league in free throw shooting, converting over 80% at the line. Their best free throw shooter on the team has to be Derek White. He's made 25 of his 28 free throws so far, which adds up to 89%. That's no surprise. White is a career 84% free throw shooter, and he even shot his career high 86% last season. Jason Tatum and of course Malcolm Brogdon are both shooting over 85% from the line, and Smart and Brown are both hovering around the low 80s. Now it's time to get to the more exciting stuff. scoring, and they definitely have been doing a lot of that. Boston is currently second in the league in points per game, averaging 119 points per contest. They've scored over 125 points 7 times, with some of those being against solid defenses. Their leading scorer is none other than Jason Tatum, who's averaging 30 points per game while shooting 47% from the field. While it seems like he may be an older, wiser player, he's actually only 24 years old and is just stepping into his prime. The 6'9" forward can score from everywhere on the court, and when he has it going, there aren't many guys who can put the ball in the basket like he can. One improvement he made that positively affected his game is his strength. He's added a lot of muscle to his long frame, and it's certainly paying off big time. He's now taking and embracing contact more than ever, so if his outside shot isn't falling, he'll get into the lane for easy layups and dunks. Honestly, other than KD and Steph, Tatum might be the best natural scorer in the game right now, but he's not the only big scorer on the team. Jaylen Brown is averaging 25 points per game while shooting 48% from the field. Brown is without a doubt one of the best slashers in the NBA. He's extremely slippery and agile in the lane, which makes it very difficult to contain him. Not to mention his mini posters, which lets you know he's not afraid of contact. He also has a sweet mid-range shot. When he gets it going deep, just know you're in for a long night if you're the opposing team. Malcolm Brogdon and Marcus Smart, their 2 guards, get their points within the flow of the offense, but Brogdon is definitely the more polished scorer. Regardless, they both bring the same qualities on offense for the most part. The Celtics can certainly put up a bunch of points on you in a hurry, but they aren't just winning shootouts. The Celtics have one of the most versatile defenses in the entire NBA, and it's not even close. First, let's start with Robert Williams, who hasn't played at all this season yet, but according to multiple sources, he's nearing a return soon. Williams is a top 10 defender in the league, and when healthy, he's even in the same conversation as Rudy Gobert and Anthony Davis when it comes to blocking shots. The fact that the Celtics are off to such a great start without their main rim protector shows just how much depth and talent this team has. And of course, we can't forget about the former Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart. Smart is a top 10 defender in the league, and he's even in the Defensive Player of the Year discussion yet again this year. He continues to be the leader on defense, and he's not only a vocal leader, but he loves to lead by example. Smart is one of the most versatile defenders in the NBA. He can defend guards as well as some big men, and is truly one of the most skilled defensive players of our era. We know Jason Tatum can score, but he's also emerged as an elite two-way player over the past few seasons. Everyone remembers how well he defended Kevin Durant in last year's playoffs. Tatum uses his length to be disruptive on and off the ball. His athleticism and his quickness allow him to stay in front of shifty scorers, and that's exactly why he's one of the best wing defenders in the game. Know who else is a good wing defender? Jaylen Brown. Jaylen is lightning fast in the passing lanes, and he's always looking to intercept a lousy pass. If you get lazy, you can expect Jaylen to be all over it. On the ball, he's great at pressuring ball handlers and being disruptive by using his athleticism. Al Horford, who even at 36, can play defense with the best of them. He's an excellent post defender and shot blocker who can even defend in the pick and roll when switched on by smaller guards and wings. But in the end, Derek White might just be the most underrated defender on this roster. He plays with an extremely high IQ and is always in the right place at the right time, looking to make a big play. He excels as an on-ball defender and shows freakish quickness and agility when defending out on the perimeter. The same goes for Malcolm Brogdon, and while we do think White is the better defender, Malcolm certainly isn't a slouch either. So, the Celtics can shoot the 3-ball with the best of them, have playmakers galore who can put up points at will, and are a lockdown defensive team, all while being led by one of the most exciting players in the entire league. That, to us, has the makings of a championship team written all over it. But what do you think? Are the Boston Celtics the best team in the NBA? Let us know in the comments below. Did you enjoy this video? If so, hit the like button and subscribe to NBA Swish for more amazing NBA content just like this. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.